For our Daily Fix, Chris Salissa, MSNBC contributor and founder of the Washington Post Fix blog, and Washington Post deputy editorial page editor, Ruth Marcus. Congratulations on the big promotion, Ruth.
Thank you so much.
And to both of you, what about, Hillary Clinton versus Bernie Sanders in California, a closely fought race, we believe. What about the impact of this private server scandal and the IG report? Ruth, first to you, because there's a really tough editorial in your paper today.
There was, and I have to say, I think it was merited. This is a self-inflicted wound that has continued to fester, and that the Clinton campaign has not been able to heal. And this is a very difficult and sobering report for the Clinton campaign at not a very good time. And it all stems from this fateful decision that she made to decide to keep her emails private. And we got a glimpse in this IG report of what was behind that. She didn't want any risk of the personal becoming public.
And her response to Univision, which we've just obtained, let me play a little bit of that for both of you.
Well, there may be reports that come out, but nothing has changed. It's the same story. Just like previous secretaries of state, I used a personal email. Many people did. It was not at all unprecedented. I have turned over all of my emails. No one else can say that.
Chris Salissa?
Yeah, it's not right. It's not right. You don't have. You can think this is a small issue or a big issue in the campaign, or no issue in the campaign. But what she said there is not borne out by the facts. A couple things. One, she is right that this IG report was about more than just her. It looked back at other secretaries of state. She is also right that other secretaries of state, Colin Powell, which she has named before, did use private email addresses. Two things there, though, Andrea. One, no one before her had exclusively used a private email address. That is, did not have a state.gov email address set up at all. And number two, as you know better than I do, the rules got tighter and tighter as things go. So the rules under Colin Powell and what was allowable there are not the same as the rules that were allowable under Secretary Clinton. The other thing is that there is in that IG report essentially saying this is not something that should have been done. They found no evidence of this legal review that apparently the Clinton folks had said had happened about whether or not she could set this sort of thing going in motion. So again, many people, there's huge dispute over whether this should be a big issue, a small issue, or no issue. But what is not disputed here is this is not, what Secretary Clinton said there is not entirely accurate, frankly. There are just facts that we know that have been unearthed by the independent Inspector General's office, and there's an FBI investigation into her email setup. This is not just partisans talking back and forth.
And this FBI investigation, which ought to be the final word, Ruth, but this is moving, frustrating for her, moving on a snail's pace. They say they've not yet been contacted yet.
Sure. If you're the FBI, you want to make sure of two things: that you conclude the investigation in a way that doesn't interfere with the election timing, but you also don't want to be in a position where you're going to be accused of having done things in a hasty or sloppy way. So they're in a difficult position.